So I'm here with Paul Hill on the Gitzo stand, and this is really taken my fancy because I do quite a lot of shooting with a long lens, okay? So straight away I'm thinking that looks really rather, I don't know, fascinating, and I might have to come back with a wallet in a little while. Anyway, tell us about it.
Okay, so this is the Gitzo Fluid Gimbal. This is the first time we've done a gimbal in the Gitzo family, and I mean, firstly, it's a work of art. It looks great, and it really, just looks the piece with all of the Gitzo systematic and mountaineer tripods. But actually, forget the looks for a second. Performance-wise, this is something that's quite revolutionary. I said it's a fluid gimbal, and that's one of the key differentiators.
Can you just, well, before we kind of go there, can you just show us what we mean by fluid and let's get hands on with it, Paul? Come on, let's go for it.
So a gimbal head, it's two axes of movement. You've got your tilting movement, you've got your panning movement. Now normally they're quite free and loose, which is very useful for speed, working with wildlife and that sort of thing. But the thing is, actually, precision is a key factor to it. And the fluid drag in this just means that there's enough resistance that when you are using a high magnification, and obviously we've got this amazing Canon 200-400 here, you crank that up with the 1.4 converter, you're looking at a decent focal length. The fluid drag just means that you've got a little bit more control. You'll also notice it's got this pan bar, which is something that you wouldn't normally see on a gimbal and more at home on a video head. And really that's because of that fluid drag, because these cameras do great video as well as stills, now you could actually do great video with it, whereas on a traditional gimbal that would be a bit more difficult. So use the pan bar means that if you are doing video recording, you've just got more precision in terms of minute movement. But there's a really nice touch to this as well, because in the pan movement you can actually disengage that as well. There's a clutch system inside here, so that when you whip it, it actually loosens and you can feel it loosen, which means that if you are operating at speed and you don't want that resistance, then actually it'll work with you. And whether you're using the pan bar or whether you're using the camera to manipulate, it just makes it easy.
Yeah, no, I can see that. And I'm thinking one of the things I do sometimes is I go and photograph ospreys landing in the water, grabbing fish and then going, and it's literally 10 seconds at most, sometimes 2, and they're gone. Now this is exactly where this would work beautifully, wouldn't it? Because you could be holding it nice and steady, they drop down, and then you can whip it round and follow them as they fly up out of the water, hopefully with a trout in their talons.
Totally, and you've got the leverage, you can position it around and use that little kick on the handle to get it exactly right. Not only that as well, you've got nice big handles in terms of operating the locks, so that if you're using it with gloves, it's cold, then you're still going to be able to manipulate this product really well. It uses a standard Arca Swiss plate fitting, and the long plate supplied is enough for any lens configuration. Best thing about this though, you've got the Gitzo quality, you've got all the features, and it's only 400 quid. 400 pounds. Yeah. So it's the most un-Gitzo price we've ever done. Because everyone sees it as an expensive product. And of course, Gitzo is at that top end, but do you know what? We've been able to produce this, actually I think is a very competitive price, and well, seeing it and trying it, you really get the feel of just how good it is.
Brilliant stuff. Thank you, Paul. Again, you've tempted me. You keep tempting me, but we'll see. That's us from the Gitzo stand. I've been saying Gitzo for years and getting it wrong apparently, so it's the Gitzo stand here in Hall 5 at the NEC Birmingham for the photography show.